found out about him October-ish of last year. Learning about his policies, I kind of just was all for him because he's for the people.
Everyone wants to put the blame on the Bernie bust movement because they're like, oh, if you don't vote for Hillary, then Trump's going to win. It's like, well, what kind of campaign is that? And we're just sick of it.
This man won the election, and we are not allowed to let it happen. I can never vote for the person who benefits from that fraud.
You know, well, this horrible thing could happen, Trump becoming president, but there's no way to have this good thing happen if we don't try.
If they don't choose the strongest candidate, then
it's their fault.
Their fault for a Trump presidency.
74岁的桑德斯在民主党内阁初选的时候呢，赢到全美国23个州，声势甚至一度压过了另外一位声势强大的候选人希拉里。这位74岁的老先生，他标榜着社会福利优先1%对上99%的社会政治革命。他的铁杆粉丝呢，却是来自20岁到35岁左右的年轻人。
Hi, how are you? These are my colleagues.
Hello.
This is Roger.
Hello.
We met at the Uber, in the Uber.
31岁的 Roger 是一位狂热的桑德斯支持者，他和他刚认识的朋友 Heath 一同住在费城的 Airbnb 里。
I didn't see your face yesterday.
Yeah, I was sitting in the front seat.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Jane.
Yeah, I'm Heath. Yeah. We met on the plane. We were actually sitting next to each other.
I saw a shirt. It said "Political Revolution" on the back, and I said, I saw Bernie, and there was 3 of them. They turned around and said, "Oh, group hug!"
Yeah.
So we all just hugged.
That's what's funny about Bernie.
You see Bernie, yeah, it's like
Bernie fans
like you're a family, and that's what like with
are
them.
very.
I don't know these people, but I'm like, hey, we're all part of the family. We're part of the same.
We feel
movement.
the same connection because we are all fighting for the change that needs to happen. A good change.
So, when did you start following Bernie and decide that you're going to be the Bernie supporter?
Yeah, I found out about him October-ish of last year, 2015. Learning about his policies, I kind of just was all for him because he's for the people. I got my Bernie tattoo 6 months ago-ish. I feel like Bernie is a historical figure. I mean, he's going to be. I think people are going to look back and say, you know, this is the person that changed the face of our politics. And so, even if he doesn't get elected this time, he's changed.
It's not
our politics.
But are you going to vote for Hillary?
Never. I think that's what's, you know, we found this amazing candidate, and now we realize, you know, how many other people there are that have the same views that we have, and so we can't go back.
But what if
we can't go back?
you don't vote for Hillary? Bernie supporters don't vote for Hillary, and then Trump got elected.
Well, I don't.
Everyone wants to put the blame on the Bernie bust movement because they're like, oh, if you don't vote for Hillary, then Trump's going to win. It's like, well, what kind of campaign is that? Whenever her whole slogan, her whole campaign is basically like, well, you don't want Trump, so you better vote for me. Like, that's basically her whole campaign, and we're just sick of it, you know? We're like, sorry, we're going to stand our ground. We've never had a political movement like this before.
One of our best chants that we did while we were marching that I really liked the best, and to send a message to the public that we're marching by down the streets and everything, it was hell no DNC, we won't vote for Hillary, because that's what they think.
You have to take a risk. You have to say, you know, well, this horrible thing could happen, Trump becoming president, but there's no way to have this good thing happen if we don't try.
If they don't choose the strongest candidate, then
it's their fault.
Their fault for a Trump presidency.
They shouldn't blame Bernie's supporters.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you explain the Trump phenomenon?
Lack of education.
I think, well, yeah, I mean, ignorance.
Yes.
But I think the reason Trump is doing so well is because our political system is broken.
Right.
And there's people that don't know how to fix it, and here's a guy that says he knows how to fix it. He seems like a regular guy because he's so unpolished. He's so
saying
unprofessional. They can relate because he doesn't seem like a robot. If they understood what he means and what he stands for and what he would mean to our country, they wouldn't vote for him. But they don't. They have false information.
Right.
So,
it's all them.
Among Bernie's supporters, there's a huge amount of millennials.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's because they've had the hardest time. They've seen how hard it is to make money. They've seen how hard it is to go to school, and they're in debt, and they can't make money to pay it back, and then they can't get the job that they got a degree for. Or if you're not able to save money, what can you do? I mean, you have to just always be working just to live.
I think student debt is the worst. One of the big reasons we like Bernie is for his education, his tuition-free education.
Do you have student loan?
I don't. No, I'm an Army Scout veteran, so they pay for college. A lot of people join the military just to get an education. So that's where this whole tuition-free education is really going to help not only keep people's head above water with the income that they don't have to waste on education. They can just go straight to college, get a higher education, and then of course we have a population that's much more educated, and they can elect better officials.
Yeah, one of Bernie's argument is that America spent too much money in the defense, in military, instead of higher education.
True.
So you must agree with that.
Yes, yeah. I think it's around 54% of our discretionary budget is spent on military. I can see us easily reducing it, 15-20%, and still maintaining a dominant military. So.
What is the biggest problem your country, America, is facing right now?
I think everything goes back to education, and so I think that's our number one
because
problem.
if we were educated, we could see through that money.
We could
politics.
see through Trump. We could
money
see through
politics
Hillary.
is killing our democracy.
Most of the problems that we face here in America, whether it be poverty or otherwise, the one fix is education.
Mm-hmm.
If you educate your people, then they know how to save money. They know how to do a job that makes good money. They know all these things. They know how to take care of a family. And so if we could just make education available to the people, then we could grow as a nation.
32岁的 Heath 从部队退伍后，正在德州大学攻读政治科学。他自己制作关于桑德斯的 T 恤、字牌，积极参加各种桑德斯的活动。他和 Roger 准备出发去参加费城市中心的集会。
This one is Bernie getting arrested, fighting for civil rights, against segregation. So I can't remember how old he was. I think he was maybe mid-20s or something like that, early 20s. And this one I actually made myself. I just found his hair and I added the glasses, did a little kind of a smiley face. I've spent a lot of money. I mean, between signs and clothes and all the donations that I think donations to his campaign, just cash donations to his campaign alone, I've spent maybe $600-700. Well, I've spent a lot of money for Bernie, but it's all worth it because it's like I said, he lit the torch and we're carrying the torch from now on.
I think we have the event to catch.
Yes, we do. We gotta get there. We can see Jill Stein.
Yeah.
Get the letters off.
So what are you bringing there? This?
Yeah, we're gonna bring these. I just kind of bungee them up. That way I can carry them by myself. And then since there's 3 of us, we can carry 2 letters each, and it'll work out. I guess I'll lock up.
Just lock the door. That way, I think. Yeah. That's pretty. Almost velvety. So I never was into politics. This is, I was kind of into Obama's campaign because it was about change and hope, and I don't know.
He had excitement.
Yeah, it seemed like a good character, a black man, and turned turned out to kind of be just another politics. Bernie!
Hey, from Seattle. How about Warren?
Dude, Warren would be a better option, but she's just part of the system because
Like
she's
I thought
basically
maybe next go around Elizabeth would run, and I was like, yeah, she would be our great first female president.
I feel like she kind of turned her back on us.
Yeah, I think so. I think she fell in line like a lot of people.
Yeah.
But they're also,
They didn't cover him on TV. They didn't cover him. It was just like a Bernie blackout for a long time. And if they had given him the same coverage as Trump, I think we wouldn't even, I don't think Hillary would even be an option right now.
Bernie for America. Bernie for the globe. Bernie for the planet.
it must be in there. Live feed. Okay.
Where? Around here?
Yeah. He said at City Hall, but I don't know where.
But I don't know. I don't know if the Bernie or Bust thing is very well organized.
It's more Bernie style.
Yeah, I don't know.
We should follow the sound.
Yeah, it's probably in there.
So you're saying, it says across from City Hall.
See, look, that and that are conflicting. That is here, where we are. That is 8 to 10 blocks that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're going from there to here. Oh, it says across from City Hall.
Yeah, and it doesn't say it was a march. It's a rally.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay? So we're Bernie or Bust, and I'll explain why. I get it that everybody thinks Trump is really scary. I'm sorry, I don't speak Chinese. I get it that everybody thinks Trump is really scary. Trump very well might commit atrocities in 8 months if he's elected president. But Hillary Clinton just stole a primary election of the largest, most powerful country on this planet. She stole the election. The WikiLeaks prove it. The burners know it. We know Bernie Sanders won California 2-1. In every state there were election frauds that favored her candidacy. This man won the election, and we are not allowed to let it happen. I can never vote for the person who benefits from that fraud.
So you're not going to vote for Hillary?
Did you hear what I just said?
No. Even though
If you put a gun to my head right now, even though Bernie Sanders said to, I would vote for Trump over Hillary Clinton. I think she is the most corrupted, most scary person that we as a world could allow to become president of the United States. And I believe that she will take us into war. You gotta find it. Okay, so
Y'all ready to meet my new friend, Jill Stein? I'm just getting to know this awesome woman. And it's not a small thing to be getting to know a presidential candidate, right? Y'all ready for a woman president? Say hell yeah! Y'all ready for a woman president? Say hell yeah! Y'all ready for a woman president? Say hell yeah! And who is that woman president? Is it Jill? Is it Heath? Is it Jill? Is it him? Say Jill, not him! Jill, not him!
These are people we met at the airport. Yeah. I told you about the group.
Hi. How are you?
This is so funny. The crew's all here. The OG crew. This is it.
We're on heavy.com design, and then the guys came by box.
So tell us about your feeling right now after the rally.
I totally forgot. Do you want to go first?
Well, yeah.
It's still hopeful
With
and
Jill Stein,
inspired.
I found it very selfless of Jill Stein to say that she's Bernie or bust. She would prefer Bernie to get the nomination, and more than likely, with that, he would be the next president of the United States. But if somehow superdelegates don't wise up and see the trend that's going on, that Trump's gaining popularity, Hillary's declining, and everyone's running to Jill Stein instead of getting in line behind Hillary and her corrupt faction. I think it's better for us to just go to Jill Stein, and that's what we're going to do.
How about you, Roger?
I'm still hopeful. I think Bernie, we don't know. We're still hopeful for Bernie. Bernie's still, we're just going to keep it and take it as far as we can go with it.
What's your goal today here?
Goal today is to put people in office that are for the people, and to be here for support, and to bring in as many people as we can, and to bring in more parties. Make the party system open and not just shut down into two Republican and Democrat.
Yeah, the worst case scenario is that if he doesn't get in, then the Green Party will be legitimate for.
You can't have democracy with no options.
Right.
Do you believe the political revolution is going to continue?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's got to go from the ground up.
Even Bernie can't stop it.
Yeah.
If he wanted to.
Got it. Thank you.
Thanks.
我们跟着这些桑德斯的支持者一起来到了费城市中心的市政厅，在这里有上百位的桑德斯支持者继续表达他们的诉求。即使桑德斯已经叫大家一起去支持希拉里了，但是他们表示，他们唯一支持的还是桑德斯，并且希望他带领着这些人一起继续美国的政治革命。
In the last minute rule change to vote for the nominee. We have more information about it right here. It says the superdelegates need to see the people. Even if we all roll over and take it here for Hillary and vote for Hillary, the numbers and the people ready to vote them out of office are powerful now. Superdelegates need to take a long, hard look at their choice, and we need the people telling them because we are restricting. Go to social media, tag superdelegates, and let them know what time it is. Do it now. Do it now. We will not yield. People, do you not know how to get to FDR Park? Does everybody know where FDR Park is?